KDKARadio.com.
Hello, this is Lester Botkin, Chief Investment Officer of Botkin Family Wealth Management, where I work with my dad Les and my sister Sarah. I have such great memories of the holidays growing up. My mom always made everything festive and special. As a little boy, I so wanted to give her gifts, but of course I had no money to buy any.
and you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Light snow and flurries will taper off late this morning with little in the way of additional accumulation, but untreated surfaces will remain slippery. Then this afternoon will be cloudy, high 36. Mostly cloudy tonight, low 25. Clouds and breaks of sun tomorrow, high 34. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop. Christmas trees on sale, 6 foot to 8 foot Fraser firs and Cook firs for only $49.95. That's right, only $49.95 per tree. 380 Auction has all of your holiday items under one roof and has name brand furniture, tools, birdseed.
Stand by.
New items arriving daily. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or call 724-339-3132. Log on to shop380.com and save. Check out the wish list with
Coming back.
free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in store.
It's Marty Griffin on the foot.
Your mic is hot.
1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
You're back.
Listen to this. This is Pittsburgh right now. Listen to this crap. Listen right now.
Start to Medic 12 station, 514 Baldwin Road, alongside Fire and EMS. Medic 12 is the station. They just witnessed the car drive into the creek. Driver's still inside the vehicle. 3450 from Shady. 609. Just an update here. There's one male trapped in the vehicle. He's conscious and alert.
It's unreal.
Not completely submerged into the creek, but there is water up around the vehicle.
It's
We're starting
unbelievable.
extraction now.
3450 go, it's probably going to take me 15 minutes to figure out through the weather. Yeah, I know the plows are operating on their emergency schedule, but can you let them know here? And I'm getting a lot of spin outs, and they're stacking up on here.
Internal 10-1 units, all 10-1 units, be advised. DPW reporting a road closure. Suffolk Street will be closed between Peekskill and East Street until further notice. 3215 Able, start for 4336 Center Avenue off of Shenley Farms Terrace and Bigelow Boulevard. See the complainant in a Ford Escape, stated they sideswiped the vehicle.
Wow.
Believes he's going to need a tow.
All right, you get it. I could play those for an hour, but I won't. Instead, I'll play this piece from the best reporter I know, my man Sheehan, exposing an interesting observation and use of technology that is now hacking people off. Listen to this Andy Sheehan story. Listen.
No parking rights. No parking rights.
There's no need for a human meter reader when the parking authority deploys its plate reading enforcement cars. Mounted scanners determine if the cars have paid or haven't paid to park simply by driving by, taking a picture of each vehicle with a ticket to follow coming in the mail.
So you can do like the whole city, like in a day?
In theory, wherever we could drive, yes.
Wow.
No parking rights means that they haven't paid for the spot.
No parking rights.
The mobile scanners allow the authority to cover huge
3 minutes
without ever getting out of the car. It's all part of the authority's tech-aided war on illegal parking, which is now covering Pittsburgh like a blanket.
We're now able to consistently enforce throughout the whole city.
The authority's smart cameras are now everywhere. For the past 2 years, they've been catching illegal parkers in these designated curbside loading zones. And more recently, the city mounted 110 cameras over its bike lanes, bringing up vehicles like these who might park or linger in one for more than 90 seconds.
Come on!
From the authorities' point
Come
of view,
on!
the added surveillance has enhanced safety. and been both productive and
All right, that's enough.
profitable.
I want to grab
In
Sheehan.
September,
That's
the
enough. 90 seconds. Andy Sheehan, my brother. 90 seconds, brother. Andy. And by the way, he's my brother. Hold on 1 second. We go way back. Before we get to any of this, we lost our brother Saturday, Jeff Cohen. What a great man, right? What a great man.
Yeah, it was a shame. He was a big force in the community. Very, very smart guy, generous guy. A businessman with a heart that really gave back.
And my man, me, you, and Paulie hung in that deli 3 days a week for 10 years. Seriously. Right?
When times were good.
That's right, brother.
That's right. No, he had ran it. It was a real asset. He had the deli in Squirrel Hill for a couple of years, which was a great asset to the neighborhood. And he was a forward-thinking guy.
Loved him.
And he was not everybody's cup of tea, but
right.
He was ours.
Neither am I. Neither are you. Hey, Sheehan, 90 seconds, brother. Feels like a cash grab to me. Using technology to really aggravate people, sir. What's your take?
Well, that particular part was astounding to me because they've mounted 110 cameras over the bike lanes. You know? And you have to know the rules for one thing. So if you pulled into a bike lane, like the guy in our piece, he was dropping somebody off at West Penn. Come on. If you're in there for 90 seconds, that's a $30 ticket.
No!
And you won't know that you violated until you get it in the mail because it's an AI camera mounted on a pole that's going to bring you up. Now they've had these other the lavender or the pink curbsides for Amazon drivers to drive in. You can pull into that, but it's 15 minutes, and if you're more than 15 minutes, then you're going to get a ticket in the mail. What I was kind of, this has sort of been going on now for a couple of years, where the parking authority is spending millions of dollars on all this surveillance technology, and now they've reached a point where they have the entire city covered like a blanket.
Oh,
and you can't illegally park without the expectation that you're going to get a ticket now, and you won't know it because it's not from a meter reader. It's from one of these mounted cameras or one of these mobile cameras.
It's amazing.
Scanners that can just drive down the street. Now the parking authority says, isn't this great? We're raking in all this money and we're enforcing our parking laws and everybody's safer, but doesn't it make you uneasy that we have cameras everywhere down to the minutia of where you park and how long? It just seems to me, I was raising the question, and Professor at Pitt the same, that isn't this part of like a creeping surveillance state that we live under?
Andy Sheehan, my brother. It's interesting, too. If those cameras catch some guy snatching a package from my house, I love them. If they catch someone beating someone up and they go to jail, I love them. If they bust me for being in a space for 90 seconds, I hate them. Kind of where we're at, right?
I would say that.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll say, if you haven't done anything wrong, then don't worry. Well, we all do something.
Yeah. Come on.
We're trying to live here, right? I mean, we're trying to, drop somebody off. Now, it's very dangerous to the bike riders. Well, I mean, that's not going to fly in Pittsburgh because these bike lanes, for the general populace are not very popular.
They hate them.
And people believe that they're underused, right? And for somebody they're saying, well, we're there to protect the cyclists. If somebody's parked in the bike lane, well, okay.
Andy Sheehan,
that's $30.
Hey,
now,
Andy,
they're going to collect $2 million.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask you about the numbers. The numbers are astounding. They're making money here, bank, right?
Right. They're going to issue 250,000 tickets.
Wow.
Up from 150,000. Wow. They're going to rake in $10 million in ticket revenue.
Wow.
and that's up $2 million from last year, which was up from the year before, which was up from the year before. So this is a thing, and the board just approved $1.7 million to buy more of these mounted scanners that they put on their enforcement cars. 1.7 million, and these are AI enhanced, and they can not only tell you that you didn't pay the meter, but the nose of your car is outside of the parking space, or you're in a bad zone, or it has all this other information that if you're illegal that you're going to get rung up, and creepy to me.
I think it's ignorant. You're going to get a ticket. You scratched your ass in front of a church, and it's illegal. I mean, where are we at here with this? By the way, Sheehan, cities like D.C. are doing the same thing with speeding tickets. And they send you a ticket by creeping through a stop sign, and it's nothing but a cash cow, sir. Is it not? In many cases.
Well, I mean, okay, but this isn't the only thing. They're going to do, this is the DOMI, the Department of Mobility for the city. I mean, they're having smart traffic lights. So if you go through like a purple light, you're going to get a ticket in the mail.
Wow.
So it's like everything is covered, and they're thinking, well, this is sort of an unqualified good because
I get it.
It enforces these laws, but maybe not.
My boy Patrick sent me a text. Fix the damn trucks. Fix the streets. Do some paving with that money. I mean, it would make sense to do something to say this is what this creates, right?
Well, they're making more money, but they're plowing it into like more technology to make more money.
Just that's even
kind
more.
of a strategy. The parking. These authorities, we don't really look at them too much. So they establish these policies over the years to spend all this money, and we don't look at it. So we just sort of raising the question: is this a good thing to have all this oversight on something as simple as where you leave your car for 90 seconds?
90 seconds, brother. I saw the one brother went to court. Did he win?
I don't know if he left, but I've been down there myself.
Same.
The judges are pretty lenient.
They are.
If you take the time and say, hey, look, I was just going into the Eagle to pick up some lettuce for dinner. And I didn't know. Can you, and then they'll say, oh, all right, don't do it again.
90 seconds.
But not many. You gotta drive downtown and go to traffic court and play. Sit there and wait and plead your case. But
somebody's watching you, Sheehan, right now. Move your ass. Thanks, Andy.
We're watching you.
My man
is watching you. Take care, man.
My brother, the best. We'll be right back.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
A KF.
to the people with traffic court, you can either come down or send an email. So I did send an email, and you know what they did? They reduced it down to $5.
Okay.
So I still had to pay $5 and take all my time on the computer and about an hour out of my day to do something.
It's still ignorant.
I shouldn't even. Yeah, well, guess what? I don't pull over in the city anywhere anymore. I'm not parking anywhere.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not going in the city. I'm just staying away.
It's unbelievable.
I'll just stay away. I'll do my shopping elsewhere. I don't. I forget. I'll stop and I'll be trying to buy something in the city at a grocery store. Now I forget that I don't have a bag, and they want to charge me for a bag. I'll do it elsewhere.
Man,
I don't need the city.
Man, thanks, brother. Wow. Karen, go ahead. Thanks for holding. Wow. Karen. Karen, you around?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Karen, go ahead.
Hi, Marty. Hi. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened.
It's all good.
Thanks for taking my call. I just had a couple quick comments about this parking situation, and some of them kind of piggyback on, I believe it was Rob just ahead of me. So, we have so many people right now that will not even go downtown because of the safety issues.
So true.
And people, get running into issues.
So true.
That's just one more reason to deter people from going downtown. We want to, have a wonderful, cultural district, and people are not going to come downtown with this. And then with the NFL draft, you're going to have millions of people here that don't know where they're going, driving rental cars. And now they pull off, just like he did, pull off somewhere.
Oh,
now,
my.
You've got people going back home to their home.
That's going to be ugly.
Oh, my God, I hate Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Don't ever go to Pittsburgh. Yeah. And
wow.
And one last comment was the delivery people trying to do their deliveries in 15 minutes downtown. You've got multiple story buildings down there. How is one UPS guy going to work his route from top to bottom in 15 minutes?
That's amazing.
I mean, there really needs to be some compromise or some type of reasonable rules put in place for this thing.
It's a great call.
None of it's reasonable.
Thank you so much. It's a great call. Folks, we'll be right back.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey folks, 'tis the season to get your home quite clean before Christmas. Save big. Call Coit right now. Save 50% all your first Coit cleaning service. Save 40% off all other services. That's right. Ask Santa to put Coit on your Christmas list. Save 50% off other carpets, rugs, upholstery, drapes, and blinds, and more. Call Coit. 1-800-FOR-COIT. 1-800-FOR-COIT. Also, give the gift of a clean home with Coit gift cards. 1-800-FOR-COIT.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Mostly cloudy and 35 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. A+ Schools has released its annual report to the community highlighting challenges facing Pittsburgh public schools. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
Fogarty, executive director of A+ Schools, says one of the district's biggest hurdles is high racial and economic segregation. He explains that chronic absenteeism rises as the concentration of economically disadvantaged students increases.
So in our schools where the concentration of student poverty is 49%, chronic absence rate is 18%. In our schools where 75% or higher, it's 2.6 times higher than 47%.
Fogarty adds that a student who is chronically absent in any year from grades 8 through 12 is more than 7 times as likely to drop out. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
It was 1 year ago today that a Unity Township woman fell to her death in a sinkhole on an abandoned coal mine. 64-year-old Elizabeth Pollard was searching for a cat behind the Unity restaurant on Marguerite Road on December 2nd, 2024, when she fell into a 30-foot sinkhole. After nearly 4 days of excavation and searching, Pollard's body was found about 12 feet southwest of the sinkhole where she fell underground. Local hardware stores have been doing a booming business thanks to the first significant snowfall. Andy M. Ryan of EV True Value says it's been a busy day.
Our day started today. It got here at 2:30 this morning. First customers were here about 2:45, and it's been nonstop all day long.
He says that in the last 2 days, they've had a total of 92 snow blowers that were dropped off because they wouldn't start.
Out of all 92 snow blowers, every one of them is gasoline powered. I did not have any
want to set the table again on the Sheehan piece. I want you to hear this. This irritates the hell out of me, this Andy Sheehan piece. Listen to this stuff. Thanks, Trevor.
No parking rights.
I'm leaving your mic hot.
There's no need for a human meter reader when the parking authority deploys its plate reading enforcement cars. Mounted scanners determine if the cars have paid or haven't paid to park simply by driving by, taking a picture of each vehicle with a ticket to follow coming in the mail.
So you can do like the whole city like in a day.
In theory, wherever we could drive, yes. No parking rights means that they haven't paid for the spot.
No parking rights.
The mobile scanners allow the authority to cover huge swaths of the city without ever getting out of the car. It's all part of the authority's tech-aided war on illegal parking, which is now covering Pittsburgh like a blanket.
We're now able to consistently enforce throughout the whole city.
The authority's smart cameras are now everywhere. For the past 2 years, they've been catching illegal parkers in these designated curbside loading zones. And more recently, the city mounted 110 cameras over its bike lanes, ringing up vehicles like these who might park or linger in one for more than 90 seconds. From the authorities' point of view, the added surveillance has enhanced safety.
Stop.
Been
That's
both
it.
productive and
That's
profitable.
Phew. Thank you. That is so irritating, the 90-second thing. That is so aggravating. So now you're telling me if you pull over, well, the one dude pulled over under a damn bridge. Man, that is predatory to me. I mean, what are we doing, man? I mean, what the hell are we doing? You pull over for 90 seconds, and they send you a ticket, not bothering anyone. Nowhere, anywhere, not blocking traffic, not impeding the bike lanes. 90 seconds. Man, that ain't right. I mean, hey, Dave, thanks for holding. Go ahead. Appreciate you, man. Go ahead, Dave.
Good afternoon, anyway.
Appreciate you.
Hey, what I understand is a lot of the money from the parking tickets goes to the city pension fund.
The who?
And I think some of them pension funds are outrageous.
No, I don't think it goes to the pension fund. That's not what Sheehan said.
Yes, it does. It goes to the city pensioners.
That's not what I was told. Are you telling me or are you asking me?
No, well, I'm telling you and asking you because I thought the money from the parking authority money went to the city pensions because the pensions were so bankrupt.
No, they're not bankrupt. Thank you. Appreciate your time. They're underfunded, but they're not bankrupt. That's just not true. And this notion that they go straight into pension is also not true. And it doesn't help me ease the pain of the aggravation and predatory nature of pull over here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make our day. By the way, the woman that called before the break, she nailed it. So ostensibly we could get Karen. So ostensibly we could get 500,000-600,000 people for the NFL draft. So we could have thousands of people parking for 90 seconds whose only thing that they take away from Pittsburgh is I got screwed when I pulled over. Isn't that special? Isn't that swell? Isn't that wonderful? And yeah, it's a jag-off move by the city. And I get technology. It's a wonderful tool. This is what cities have decided to do because they're desperate for cash. Let's find another way to screw people. In D.C., where they're broke as hell, and if anyone's been there, you know this, we don't have these yet. we have sporadically these cameras that snag you if you're speeding. In D.C., they're on every corner. They're on every stop sign. They're on every highway. And they make tens of millions of dollars if you go 5 miles over the speed limit. My daughter was in D.C. She stopped at a stop sign. How do I know this? Because they sent the video. And slowly rolled at 2 miles an hour. 2 miles an hour. There is no cop in America that's writing her a ticket for that. They send you a bill and they say, look, pay this, no points, don't pay it, warrant. We're coming to get you. And if you ever come to D.C. again, we will put a boot on your damn car until you pay us our damn money. I was traveling to D.C. with my family. I was speeding. Everybody was speeding. As was shown in the photograph they sent me of my car speeding, with thousands of other cars speeding. What they try to do is, so you don't hire an attorney, so you don't contest it, as they say, pay it, no points, won't report it to your insurance company. We actually want the money. This is a cash grab. Thank you for your time. Pittsburgh has taken it to the extreme, and please don't tell me the law is the law. Please. Spitting is against the law. Jaywalking, by the way, that'll be next. That'll be next. You will get a ticket in the mail. Somehow they'll use facial ID. And they'll send you a ticket for jaywalking because it's a problem downtown. You know what's happening next? Red light cameras. Very soon. And that is a massive cash grab. My boy Bob, my wife's cousin's mother, was downtown to drop off her elderly mother, uses a walker for jury duty. Oh my gosh. Bob, you got to call. I got to hear that story live. I got to hear this one live. That is so ignorant. What troubles me more than anything else is my man who parked under the bridge. No one around. No traffic. Trying to be safe. And the camera snatched him and sent him a $70 ticket because it got lost in the mail. It's unbelievable what we're doing with this technology. We're using it to crank out cash. It's ignorant. It's predatory. It's invasive. And how about this? This massive issue that this town has with bike lanes. They've now made it worse by putting cameras on the bike lanes. It's unbelievable. My wife's cousin's mother was downtown to drop off her mother. Uses a walker for jury duty. Helping her out of the car took longer than 90 seconds. She got a $55 ticket. Friends, that's just plain ignorant.
Line 3.
Grab Bob, please, real quick. Bob, you got to tell me this story. This is unbelievable, Bob. This is sickening. What's up, brother?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
You there?
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks ago. I mean, the lady could have got out of jury duty because she's elderly, but she wanted to do the right thing. Her daughter took her downtown, going down to the federal courthouse. She pulled into the bike lane with the flashers on, and it took longer than 90 seconds to get the lady out. She got a ticket the other day, $55 for blocking a bike lane.
That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
And, the lady could have got out of jury duty if she tried to do the right thing, and that's what, that's why nobody wants to come to the city. It's
Hey, my man, we're using cameras to save people's lives in nursing homes. They're using cameras to hurt people, to hurt people, are they not?
Absolutely. We're trying to save 5 people every day from becoming a suspect death. and we can't get legislators to do anything about it. And you saw the note, we're working on some other things. But the 5 cameras I tried putting in nursing homes, all 5 gave us trouble, and none of them are active yet.
Right on. Every single one. Every single one.
Every single one.
Yeah, my man, they have no problem.
Every single one.
They have no problem crawling into your wallet and taking $55 from you for trying to get an elderly woman out of a car to serve jury duty.
Correct.
Right?
And on top of that, you got to remember, we've found out the one legislator who's fighting the granny cams, she's receiving donations from the nursing home owners.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Corruption, brother.
Brother Bob, thanks, brother. We'll be right back, folks.
Hey.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn app.
Got Captain Luke on the line.
Don't forget the most important thing on your list, individual and family coverage from UPMC Health Plan. Open enrollment runs through January 15th, so put a plan in your cart before it's too late. Their convenient plans give you access to an extended network and great coverage. UPMC First Care offers a $0 copay for a variety of visits. They'll even give you access to a healthcare concierge who's like a personal shopper. To get started, visit upmchealthplan.com/marketplace.
Tired of looking at your ugly, old, slippery bathtub? You don't have to any longer. Call PJ Fitzpatrick. The jacuzzi shower system from PJ Fitzpatrick features a low entry threshold with tons of design options. The jacuzzi shower is luxurious, affordable, and it installs in just 1 day. Plus, PJ will include a free shower seat and safety bars for all customers this month. Visit trustpj.com today for your free design consultation. That's trustpj.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life, your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Hey folks, Marty here, Voss TV and Appliance. You'll find the best prices and selection, name brand TVs and appliances. Third generation family business that's built on relationships, not commissions. From sales, installation at Voss, Rick, Matt, the entire Voss team are experts who know appliances and TVs inside and out. They won't leave you hanging after the sale. Visit Voss, South Hill Showroom, 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS. The best prices guaranteed.
Can you recall the wonderful nostalgic Christmases of days gone by with old-fashioned rocking horses and teddy bears under the tree, the sparkling glow of delicate porcelain dolls sitting there waiting to be loved, and the brightly colored handcrafted wooden puppets and marionettes almost dancing to the twinkling of enchanting music boxes? Well, you can recapture this feeling today by visiting S.W. Randall Toys and Gifts. The endless array of old-fashioned metal toys, cuddly stuffed animals, and magnificent dolls will fascinate you, while the sounds of animated toys and trains can be heard in the background. At S.W. Randall Downtown Store, discover an enchanting Christmas shop with hand-done wooden nutcrackers, nesting dolls, and other unique gifts from around the world. S.W. Randall has 3 locations: Squirrel Hill, Shady Side, and Smithfield Street downtown, or on the web at swrandalltoys.com. Start a family tradition. Shop at S.W. Randall and discover the feeling of yesterday, today.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. We could see new fuel efficiency standards for new cars. In an effort to jumpstart slumping sales of new autos, the Trump administration is poised to announce a rollback of strict fuel efficiency requirements for new autos, undoing limits that it says drove sticker prices higher. An announcement is expected tomorrow at the White House. The value of Bitcoin up nearly 6% today. It's now almost $92,000 each. Still, shares of the Bitcoin miner American Bitcoin are tumbling down 38% this hour. Shares were even halted for a time because of volatility. Elsewhere on Wall Street, stocks are seeing gains today. The Dow up 0.5%, the Nasdaq 0.75% higher. The S&P is up 0.4%. President Trump now says he'll announce his selection to be the new chairman of the Federal Reserve early next year to replace who was appointed by Trump when he was president back in 2016. Coming back. House term as chair expires next May. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Have an issue in your community? Top. Coming back and heads up, Captain Luke is on the line.
AM 1020, KDKA.
One of my boys, talked to him more than my wife, actually. He's a player, man. Knows this town better than anyone. Makes an insane observation about these cameras. This is spot on. So we're not using cameras to stop the homeless when people are being attacked downtown. No, we're not. We're not using cameras to stop the juveniles shoplifting from CVS every day. No, we're not. We're using them to jack people. Man, that's a beautiful comment. We could stop so many of these idiots that are robbing these stores. Say, we got you, bro. You're going down. We could prevent so many mentally ill, drug-addicted, alcohol-addicted, homeless folks from either getting hurt or hurting someone else. No. Let's snatch people for pulling over for 90 seconds and screw them. Meantime, Captain Luke Barney with the Salvation Army. How are you, brother?
Hello.
Hey, Captain, tell folks how important these red kettles have been over the years and the significance that they have, sir.
It's a main fundraiser for our locations. I don't know if you can hear some bells rattling in the background.
That's nice.
This gives us a cash flow to do the things that we do in our communities, whether it's provide food or utility assistance, rental assistance, help just keep the lights on at the Salvation Army locations. It kind of goes into every aspect of everything that we do.
Captain Luke Barney with the Salvation Army. And tell folks how much this time of the year means to your fundraising and to accomplishing your goals to help so many people, sir.
Well, like we talked about earlier, this sets the tone for the year. So a successful campaign going into the new year means that we're not fighting from behind, trying to just cut things or need to take away from one thing the other. We have the ability to kind of freely do what we have planned to do in the community and helping everybody that we come across with.
Captain Luke Barney found the Salvation Army when he was a young man in Philly, and they helped him and his family to change his life forever. So now him and his family his immediate family, his 5 kids are all involved, and I love it all. Hey, my man, they don't have to drop money into the kettle. There's another way digitally, sir. Tell them.
All right, so you can text kettle to 31333. And another way, and once you do that, you can put in your zip code, and it'll go to the community that you live in. And also you can donate by going to SalvationArmyWPA.org to do it that way as well. And as we speak right now, we're setting up at Market District. If you want to come downstairs and meet Isaiah at the main entrance, and we'll be at the rest of the locations throughout the area, doing this great work to give back and to help people in the community and do God's work.
Love you, man. Love the Salvation Army. I love what you're doing. Captain Luke Barney, Salvation Army. Talk to you soon, my man. Appreciate your time and appreciate the message. It means a hell of a lot, sir.
No problem. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Folks, I love them. Kettle, 31333. Text Kettle, 31333. You can put your zip code in. It goes right to your Salvation Army. How about that? We're right back, folks.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company. Larger than light. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas. The perfect place for mom.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. All the time I'm talking about auto accidents. Big crashes. Big wrecks. Call 1-800-GET-PHIL or 412-281-5005. Look, Phil DiLucente and Associates, they're in Pittsburgh. They give free, that's right, free consultation. Phil and Ken Nolan, his partner, handle auto cases. I've worked with them a lot. So call 1-800-GET-PHIL. Call Ken Nolan and Phil DiLucente now at 1-800-GET-PHIL today. They're the best folks.
Celebrate the people who matter most to you with a AAA membership. The ultimate stocking stuffer that brings peace of mind all year long. From exclusive savings on shopping, dining, and events, to amazing deals on theme parks, entertainment, and even travel planning for that perfect winter escape. AAA helps make every season shine a little brighter. And at the heart of it all, every membership includes their trusted roadside assistance. So whether it's a flat tire or a dead battery, they're just a phone call away 24/7. And right now, you can give the gift of AAA for only $35. And it includes a free household member. Plus, as a thank you, they'll send you a $20 gift card. So go ahead, spread a little joy, a little love, and a lot of peace of mind. Visit AAA.com/gift. AAA, we're always with you.
Did you know you could spend your PA taxes to fund a scholarship for a child in need and get a 90% tax credit refund? Through Blocks, that's BLOCS, you can direct your state tax liability, fund a scholarship, direct it to the tuition-based school of your choice, and receive a 90% refund on the donated amount. It's a simple process, and you can fund a scholarship that will change a child's life. Tax credit slots are filling up fast, and you must make your commitment by December 23rd. Head to BLOCS.org now.
Hey, folks, your last chance is your best chance as my friend Robert Levin and his Levin Furniture and Mattress team continue their Black Friday deals. Get an extra 25% off Levin's already low prices store-wide on brands like Lazy Boy and Flex Steel. The lowest prices on top brand mattresses, plus 5-year special financing. No money down on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. Get an amazing $50 gift card. It's your final chance for amazing deals during the extended Black Friday sale at all Levin's locations.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 32 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. ICE agents detained 3 men Monday after they were arrested at an apartment complex in Armstrong County. Police were notified of a burglary in progress at a building on Main Street in Freeport. Officers found one of the men in the attic of an apartment who refused to identify himself and said he was from Mexico. 2 more men were discovered in a second apartment. They also would not identify themselves, claiming to be from another country. Immigration and Customs Enforcement was contacted and came to light. The men were in the U.S. illegally and each had federal warrants. 1 year ago today, the Unity Township woman fell to her death in a sinkhole on an abandoned coal mine. 64-year-old Elizabeth Pollard was searching for her cat behind the Unity restaurant on Marguerite Road on December 2nd, 2024. She fell into the 30-foot sinkhole. After nearly 4 days of excavation and searching, Pollard's body was found about 12 feet southwest of the sinkhole where she had fallen. A+ Schools has released its annual report to the community highlighting challenges facing Pittsburgh public schools. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has the details.
James Fogarty, executive director of A+ Schools, says one of the district's biggest hurdles is high racial and economic segregation. He explains that chronic absenteeism rises as the concentration of economically disadvantaged students increases.
So in our schools where the concentration of poverty is really 49%, chronic absence rate is 18%. In our schools where 75% higher, it's 2.6 times higher than 7%.
Fogarty adds that a student who is chronically absent in any year from grades 8 through 12 is more than 7 times as likely to drop out. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
As you do your holiday shopping this season, you may notice fewer crowds at the fine wine and good spirit stores. News Radio KDKA's David Bolorado has more on why.
A number of factors have been playing a role in the decline in sales at PLCB stores. In the 2024-25 fiscal year, sales were down about 0.6%. Spokesman Sean Kelly says factors include a shift in consumer habits towards ready-to-drink cocktails and fewer people drinking at all.
There was a Gallup poll back in the summer that indicated about 54% of American adults say they consume alcohol. That's the lowest that Gallup has found in 90 years.
Kelly says the trick is for the PLCB to evolve as well and for their stores to carry the items people are looking for and at competitive prices. David Colorado, News Radio, KDKA.
2 New Year's Millionaire raffle tickets worth $50,000 apiece were sold in the Pittsburgh area. Pennsylvania Lottery says $20 tickets were sold at the Sweet Peas Food Market on West Fayette Street in Uniontown and at Giant Eagle in Kennedy Township. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 236 points, the Nasdaq up 167 points, the S&P 500 up 23. KDK Sports, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin says Aaron Rodgers is questionable for Sunday's game in Baltimore, but he does expect him to play. Both teams are 6-6 and vying for first place in the AFC North. That's a 1 o'clock kick in Baltimore. KDK Radio News Time is 1:03. Right now, cloudy and 32 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35...
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Any snow and flurries will taper off and end as we head toward midday with little in the way of additional accumulation. It'll still be slippery in places. This afternoon.
Coming back in about 2 minutes. Don't forget Rob Kanya is on the line.
Thanks, dog.
I-34. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. You want a new physical therapy experience? You want a treatment plan centered on you? Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, is spelled different, because they are different. Monroeville Physical has new technology and an expert staff to give you a personalized experience to get you back to loving your life. Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200. They help me dramatically. Love Visit. Check it out.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at PPG Paints Arena on December 26th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too. Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to stand back. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
Luxury shopping is made simple and, might I say, enjoyable at Laramore's. Unmatched style, first-class service, complimentary tailoring, and a curated collection of gifts that always makes the right impressions. That's Laramore.
Coming back.
Open Sundays 11 to 4.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Try to find a daycare center. Try it. No, really. Try and find one you can afford. No, really. Try and find one that's fully staffed. No, really. So the governor said he fixed all that. He signed some bill that adds $25 million retention bonus, $7.5 million bump in rates for the state-funded pre-K counts to boost wages. And what he says is a $450 bonus for employees who work hard. Okay. Will that make a difference? Will that change the game? I don't know. But one of my close friends who is the guru, who knows daycare better than anyone in America because he owns and operates several of them, Rob Kania, joining me this afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon, brother. How are you?
Good afternoon, Marty. I'm great. How are you?
So I sent you this, and I'm an idiot, and it was enticing and kind of, okay, this will help. But then you did what you do, and you broke it down, and you showed me the numbers. Let's go through them, because they don't work, and they don't attract people. And tell me why, please, sir. All the money he talks about, please.
So, it's just like every other industry. This is based on economies of scale.
Right.
So your owner-operators, should they get a piece of this, you're talking about very small amounts per child for those kids, and really small amounts for those retention bonuses, and it's just not enough. I did $1,500 retention bonuses in Cincinnati that worked, and I did, I think $1,200 retention bonuses in Columbus that didn't work.
Oh.
So these, I think, work out to a heck of a lot less than that. So, and again, over the course of a year, if they're spreading those out, it's really not going to do much, So, again, $25 million in a press conference has a wow factor behind it. It sounds great, but when you look at, 50,000 children and spreading this around and the specific needs of rural communities and the specific needs of urban communities and what those providers are facing, it just doesn't do enough.
It doesn't get the game started even. I mean, it just doesn't, does it?
No, I mean, Well, and how much of that money is going directly to the providers for those retention bonuses for the teachers and for the direct care of those kids? We get an investor, we get $250,000, and we start working on centers. Every penny of that goes in. The private sector, knows what they're doing. That private equity is starting to come into the industry. So, those are going to be the game changers. But, the government moving funds from one area to another, saying we're going to put $25 million in and spreading it out across the state, $25 million would have an impact on Allegheny County, some neighborhood, a little bit of Philadelphia, but not the entire state, no.
Let's be honest. Do you have daycares in Western Pennsylvania, sir?
No.
Why? Why not?
Everything is easier in Ohio.
Wow.
So I'm doing most of my work in Ohio right now.
Explain. What the hell does that mean, easier?
I sent you something. They're building a $2.2 billion battery factory in the middle of nowhere. I've been passing it going between Columbus and Cincinnati every week.
Right.
Included in that investment, the state of Ohio is making sure they're building housing around this plant, that they're going to have child care centers for the workers and housing and all those things. So in Ohio, they're not saying, great, we got this multi-billion-dollar investment. I believe it's Honda and LG that need these batteries, and they're building this plant together. So for these batteries, and we're creating all these jobs, but they're also sitting there saying, well, we need places for them to live. They're going to need hospitals. They're going to need child care centers. So the state's sitting there supporting them, saying, okay, we're going to make sure all the other players, that need to literally build a community around this amazing investment by Honda and LG, we're going to make sure everything's taken care of. So barriers are removed, regulatory environments are friendly, and it's easy to come in if you're a developer and say, we're going to start buying land to build homes around this and other things. You've had guys on that talk about how difficult it is in Pennsylvania, especially Pittsburgh.
Forget it.
Zoning, forget it, yeah. Well, they're asking you to come in and build and do business in Ohio. So they just make it easier. So again, $25 million, it sounds great in a press conference, but again, it's not going to address the issue. It's just not. It's not that it's not enough. It's just spread too thin. They should have targeted some specific areas and really focused on spending $25 million to eliminate the problem long term in a handful of communities, and then next year address a couple more.
Hey, Rob Kenya, my guru with daycare, without naming names, you have spent at least 2 years trying to get one relationship going with one county desperate for daycares, right? Right?
Yeah. I mean,
right?
It's not just that one county.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of meetings. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of, we need to do this. And, you have the same meeting over and over.
So what I'm saying is it's head against brick wall in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I should wear a helmet because I'm banging my head off of that brick wall a lot.
And are there counties that have no daycares or just a handful? Entire counties, sir?
Yeah, there's the rural districts. I think when you paint the picture, you think of city neighborhoods.
Yep.
Not having enough child care centers, and even some suburbs and things like that. But it's really the rural communities. So Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and areas of Ohio, the rural communities are really, really hard. They definitely face some unique challenges.
Rob Kenya, truth to power, brother. Thank you.
You got it, Marty. Thank you. Hey, by the way, Marty, sorry to hear about Jeff Cohen. I wish I would have seen him sooner, but great guy.
He's a good man, right?
Yeah, really good guy.
He made a difference. Thanks, brother.
All right, man.
Right back, folks.
KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
If you are facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Spent at least an hour yesterday with my friend Julian Grace, an elder law attorney, and we talked about estate planning. My estate with my wife, what happens to us if we pass, and a big issue as you get toward retirement age. How do you manage your IRA? Who pays the taxes? How do you pay the taxes? I mean, this is stuff you need to know. What do you do if somebody gets a settlement in your family and they're on Medicaid? How does that affect that payment? I mean, important stuff, man. Reverse mortgage. If you're a senior and you need money, is that a good thing? Julian Gray's the man. Gray Elder Law, estate planning, financial management as you get older. How do you pay for nursing care without spending all of your money? Great stuff. GrayElderLaw.com. He's helped my family and everyone I know tremendously. GrayElderLaw.com. Amazing.
This is Ron Schlava from the Home Buyers of Pittsburgh. We've been simplifying the home selling process since 2015. If you're thinking of selling, give us a call. We'll help you get the most money in the least amount of time. Call 412-500-9057 or visit homebuyersofpittsburgh.com for a cash offer today.
When it comes to building Pennsylvania's future, the laborers are on the job. From highways and bridges to schools, hospitals, energy projects, the men and women of the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council deliver the skilled work that keeps our communities moving forward. Joe LaQuatra is leading the charge to train the next generation, protect worker safety, and stand up for fair wages and benefits. When laborers build, Pennsylvania grows stronger. The Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, working hard every day. My people.
Experience casino like never before at Bet365. Spin your way through your favorite games. Check out our awesome table games and face off against a real live dealer. And play exclusive games that you simply can't play anywhere else. New Bet365 players get a 100% deposit match bonus up to $1,000 plus spins. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically present in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. T&Cs apply.
The holidays are here at OliverFlowers.com. Flowers make great gifts. OliverFlowers.com. And they deliver. OliverFlowers.com. Family owned for 95 years. OliverFlowers.com. Everything you need to deck the halls. OliverFlowers.com. Looking for the perfect gift? Want to make shopping easy? OliverFlowers.com. Flowers, plants, candy, cuddly plush animals, and yes, balloon bouquets are back. Go to OliverFlowers.com to start your holiday shopping and decorating today. OliverFlowers.com.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage
do a
plans
quick interview with us. Does she have that headset? Thank you.
Stand by, coming back after this spot. You have about 20 seconds.
Hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare
Stand by.
programs. Enrollment on contract renewal, plan features, and availability may vary by service area.
Hear about it, then talk about it.
Your mic is hot.
An AM 1020, KDKA.
I have been doing stuff with Giant Eagle for a hell of a long time. In fact, Jan, who's sitting here with me, Drexler, we go way back. Do you remember? We did the coolest stuff. We had gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
And we would walk up to people and fill their gas tanks. And these people would tell these amazing stories. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Do you remember that sweet elderly man who we gave a gift card to, and he said, "I can't wait to go home and tell my bride about this."
Right.
Oh.
Or a girl who said her mother had cancer. She was putting herself through nursing school.
Mm-hmm.
And that she didn't have money to fill her gas tank. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Jen, I think part of why you've always been so good and why we've enjoyed it so much is there is that momentum within this corporation to make a difference, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We say all the time that we know that there are so many of our neighbors out there who are truly deciding if they are going to spend their money to fill their gas tank, to be able to go to work, if they're going to put food on the table, if they're going to pay their heating bill in weather like this. And those are really tough decisions that people are trying to make and figure out how to stretch their budget. So we at Giant Eagle, obviously being a food retailer, being a Pittsburgh company, we try to do our best to help at least try to take that food insecurity piece out of it, to make sure that people do have food on their tables at the holiday times, but really all year round.
We did some stuff. I know you remember this stuff because you're the one who put it together. We would walk up into a line at the grocery store and just pay for someone's groceries. They start crying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes such a difference. And especially when we have a great partner like you to do it. People love to see you
Sometimes.
in general.
Occasionally.
Most of the time.
There's a quadrant.
But especially when you're going to show
Give them
up and
something.
say, hey, how about a gift card to pay for your groceries today?
But I think, and as you know, I'm very close with Bill Artman, and he thinks the same way. Like, he sends me a text one day, so I love him. My man says, how many turkeys do you want to give away? You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of, let's do this, let's make a difference now, and let's help people now mentality, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We know that there's just so much need right here in the Pittsburgh community that if you're privileged enough to not have to think about how you're going to pay for your groceries, you might not have that top of mind, or you might not realize that your neighbor could be struggling even though you never see it. So that's something we always try to be very mindful of at Giant Eagle and say, if we have the opportunity and the resources to help, we absolutely should and want to.
Janet Drexler, with Giant Eagle, where the hell are the pennies? Huh? Where are the pennies?
The pennies are all already being redistributed to all of our stores.
Are they?
Yeah, there was so much intention and so much thought behind that. The penny shortage is a real thing, and we want to make sure that we can keep going with exact change for our customers as long as we can.
Were they ever all in like one room?
That's a great question.
You don't know?
I don't have the answer to that, but I think it might have been difficult to get them all in one place at one time. That was a heck of a lot of pennies.
Were you kind of blown away? I mean, $2.2 million in gift cards.
Yeah, we all, as the day was starting to wrap up and we were waiting on the final counts, we all started to try to guess, like, oh, how many pennies do you think we brought in today? Whew, I was way under.
Was it $114 million?
So many.
Right?
Yeah, isn't that a crazy number?
Well, my man Patrick here said, I thought 20 million, right? He said, no way. Bill thought maybe 30 million, right?
Mm-hmm. And it just got, all those estimations got blown out of the water. See, it's amazing what people had hanging around in their couch cushions and their basements.
Sitting on them.
That spare closet that you forgot existed and you really had a big bucket of pennies in there. So many interesting stories.
114 million. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Man. But at the end of the day, what it did was it made a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It did. And I think it's a great sort of reminder that you might think, oh, I only have $10 worth of pennies at home. That's not going to be anything. But then you see if everybody brings in $10 worth of pennies, it adds up to so much more. And that's, I think, something to just keep in mind. Like we always say, if you have $1 to donate to the Salvation Army and the Red Kettle or the food bank, and you think, $1, what's that really going to do? If everybody gives that $1, it's going to add up to so much more and be able to make such an impact.
And as you know, and as Bill knows, and as Giant Eagle knows, things are tight right now for folks.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, budgets are tight. We
Yeah.
know folks are trying to figure out how they're going to allocate their funds and how they're going to cover all of these expenses. And then you stack the holiday season on top of it, and you want to be able to have those special meals, share gifts with loved ones, and all of those things that make the holidays feel special can really be a financial burden on top of all of the other expenses of daily life that are already a challenge.
Let me say this. I'm so glad you got married. You know why? Because I butchered.
The last name's easier.
I butchered this poor woman's name for 20 years. And now it's just Drexler.
Well, I am happy to make your life easier, Marty.
Well, I'm an idiot. And you're wonderful. And I love the joint, and I love the vibe, and I love what you guys do. And you've always been so positive and uplifting, and it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for being here, and thanks for all the support. We
I
really
love
appreciate it.
And the red kettles are outside.
And they will be through the 24th.
Nice. Thanks, Jenna. We'll be right back.
I'm with Joe Potocznik, JP Roofing and Siding. Congratulations, Joe. Triple Crown winner from Owens Corning.
Yes, Larry. We are proud to announce that we are recognized for service excellence, product excellence, and MVP based on marketing leadership and customer service.
Call Joe and his team. You'll get the best of the best. Get a free estimate for roof and siding replacements. Call the roofing replacement experts at JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711. Congrats, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
Hi, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Stroke. Super hard, obviously. The whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, my wife, and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S. ethos.com/life.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Cyber Monday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Cyber Monday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
What happens when the power goes out at homes that have a standby Honeywell generator by Generac from AirPro Heating and Cooling? Absolutely nothing. Your power continues with Honeywell standby home generator from AirPro. Don't let unpredictable outages create an unsafe situation or inconvenience for your family. Call someone you know. Call the home generator experts at AirPro today. Call 800-749-0642 and protect your home from power losses with a standby Honeywell home generator from AirPro.
That musty smell in your basement, dark spots on the wall. Don't assume all that's just old house stuff. No, it could be mold, and mold never waits. It spreads, it damages, it threatens your health. Ugh. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh, that's who you need to call. And they don't just paint over the problem. They find the source, they remove the mold, they fix it once and for all. Demand the yellow van. Service Master of Greater Pittsburgh. Call them today. 412-826-1010.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 32 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. The Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board is looking at ways to adapt after closing out its year with a drop in sales. Its fiscal year saw nearly $21 million drop in sales, and it comes a few years of growth after the pandemic, when it last saw sales decline. Spokesman Sean Kelly says not only are fewer people drinking, but those who are have been moving toward things like ready-to-drink cocktails like pre-made Manhattans.
Consumers really are picking up on this trend. We're seeing it in our stores, and we're not the only ones who can sell those in Pennsylvania.
Kelly says they want to make sure their fine wine, good spirit stores have the items customers are looking for at competitive prices. A-Plus Schools has released its annual report to the community, shining a light on the challenges facing Pittsburgh Public Schools. Superintendent Dr. Wayne Walters spoke at today's news conference, reviewing the report's findings.
We see persistent racial and economic segregation, uneven access to enrichment and advanced support, and the ongoing impact of small, under-enrolled schools on academic programs. But the report also highlights bright spots we should celebrate: reductions in chronic absenteeism, growth in advanced placement participation for African American students, and strong early literacy gains.
Walters also stressed his continued support for the district's Future Ready plan, despite it being narrowly voted down 6-3 last week. Just in time for the cold weather, Pennsylvania will start taking applications tomorrow for the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP. Radio KDK's David Bolorado has more.
The federally funded program is administered by the states to help those who are eligible pay their energy bills. Department of Human Services spokesman Brandon Spalina says PA applicants can request one cash grant per season, with a minimum of $200 and a maximum of $1,000, or they may be eligible for a crisis grant.
The difference between the cash and crisis program is that the crisis grant is used for folks who are in jeopardy of having their heating utilities terminated or who have already had their utility services terminated.
The funding season runs through April 10th. David Bolorado, News Radio KDKA.
Today is Giving Tuesday, and the Salvation Army is asking folks to give to their Red Kettle campaign. Captain Luke Marty says he and his family were once helped by the Salvation Army, so now he and his family are giving back by volunteering their time to help others. He says they're only 1/3 of reaching their goal for the year. He says that without donations, they don't exist.
This gives us a cash flow to do the things that we do in our communities, whether it's provide food or utility assistance, rental assistance, help just keep the lights on at the Salvation Army locations. Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes into every aspect of everything that we do.
He says if you can't get out to drop money in the kettle, just text the word kettle to 31333. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 80 points, the Nasdaq up 129, the S&P 500 up 10 points. KDK Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh yeah, suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house feels fresh again.
Give your home that clean-cut confidence with a new deck, roof, or siding project.
Call it Cousins.
I'm dreaming of sea salt and toffee caramels, chocolate-covered potato chips, pretzels, and peanut butter cups. Now that I have your attention, hi, it's Nan Cohen for Dorothy's Candies. When it comes to the holidays, it has to be Dorothy's. My holiday favorites, cherry cordials, coconut clusters, peppermint bark, and cranberry bark. Dorothy's fan favorite is the deluxe assortment, which has everything from fruits and nuts to creams and meltaways. Visit the store in White Oak. Shop online at dorothy'scandies.com. One bite and you'll know it's Dorothy's Candies. dorothy'scandies.com.
Hey folks, your last chance is your best chance as my friend Robert Levin and his Levin Furniture and Mattress team continue their Black Friday deals. Get an extra 25% off Levin's already low prices store-wide on brands like Lazy Boy and Flex Steel. The lowest prices on top brand mattresses, plus 5-year special financing. No money down on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. Get an amazing $50 gift card. It's your final chance for amazing deals during the extended Black Friday sale at all Levin's locations.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free.
Well,
Call
great, thank you.
1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Thank you.
Light snow and flurries will taper off late this morning with little in the way of additional accumulation, but untreated surfaces will remain slippery. And this afternoon will be cloudy, high 36. Mostly cloudy tonight, though 25. Clouds and breaks of sun tomorrow, high 34. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders in the family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us tomorrow on the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10 in our 7 o'clock hour. The weekly visit with Rich Fitzgerald on what's going on around the region, 10 counties and the city of Pittsburgh. You need to know.
It was a hell of a morning, a hell of a day, and a lot of accidents. And my man Trevin put together this collage of crashes and incidents in the city of Pittsburgh, underlining the dramatic need for doing a better job for folks who live and work and play and pay taxes in Pittsburgh. Listen to this amalgamation of madness. Listen.
Start at Medic 12 station, 514 Baldwin Road, alongside Fire and EMS. Medic 12 is the station. They just witnessed a car drive into the creek. Driver's still inside the vehicle.
3450 from Shady.
609. Just an update here. There's one male trapped in the vehicle. He's conscious and alert. Not completely submerged into the creek, but there is water up around the vehicle. They're starting extraction now.
3450 go. It's probably going to take me 15 minutes to figure out the weather.
Yeah, I know the plows are operating on their emergency schedule, but can you let them know Heron? I went in a lot of spinouts, and they're stacking up on Heron.
Attention all Zone 1 units, all Zone 1 units, be advised. DPW reporting a road closure. Suffolk Street will be closed between Peekskill and East Street until further notice. 3215 Able, start for 4336 Center Avenue off of Shenley Farms Terrace and Bigelow Boulevard. See the complainant in a Ford Escape, stated they sideswiped the vehicle, believes he's going to need a tow. Start for 1529 Creedmoor Avenue between Freedom Avenue and Hobson Street for a gray Toyota RAV4 sliding down the hill. Arlington Avenue at Newton Street for a vehicle into a parked car, tow needed. Another calling for an accident at Potomac and Banksville. The one that you are going to, it says it's a silver Volvo. This is saying a white Kia. I'm not sure if it is involved in the same accident.
All right, copy. Well, en route to that crash. I'm behind a red vehicle. It's having trouble driving through the snow. Get the bad tires, so I'm going to be a minute. I know we're extremely short. I don't know if I can get another unit to block off the top of Potomac. If we don't have anyone, can you contact Dormont? We still have 2 or 3 more vehicles slid down the hill.
Base all Zone 1 units. All Zone 1 units be advised in the area of the McHughes Rocks Bridge and Ohio River Boulevard. We have a driver requesting traffic control for drivers who are unable to drive in the snow.
See the complainant, 2051 Raymond Street, 2051 Raymond Street, off of Hornaday Road and Scout Avenue. This is for a pickup truck into a telephone. Possible tow needed.
Wow.
Base ID Zone 4 unit coming back in to respond to 1234 Muldowney Avenue off of
Stand by. I got one more. Stand by.
that slipped out of gear and hit the building. The driver's on scene. He wasn't in the truck. They say the other 6 unit coming back in to respond to Anthony Staub Funeral Home at 900 Chartier.
Last one.
Made a snowplow driver who says that he's there to plow the lot, but there's some teenage girls snowboarding, refusing to leave, giving him a hard time.
Well, there's that. On a lighter note, it's there's a couple things here. Number one, when a city with 1,200 miles of roads and probably 40 legitimate snow plows, probably. The math doesn't work, kids. It just doesn't. It can't. It won't. It has no capacity to. Number two, when for decades, when there's a storm, they hit the main roads, kinda. The secondary, kinda. The tertiary, as they call them, never. Ever. Ever. Your whole life. Ever. Little side streets. Number four. Rachel Heisler, love her, fantastic controller, on this show, says we need $200 million to fix the city's jacked up fleet. $200 million. She says they need $25 million a year just to keep pace. And this year, $9 million going towards it. 9 ain't working, can't work. At one point or another, half of the trucks in many divisions are broken down. When we had Heisler on the air last week live, there was an ambulance downtown with 186,000 miles on it. Okay? We got a problem. Big picture. You can say Griffin's a jagoff. Any town, any city can't handle this. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. I'm not accepting it. I will not accept the we suck if it snows mentality. We can't. We have to do better. There is some stuff happening. Discussion of setting up contributions from nonprofits to buy ambulances. For instance, UPMC would. Okay? There have been discussions for nonprofits to fund grant programs for equipment. Initial discussions. And there is interest in doing such. There are discussions about changing the way this is done. But today, it sucks. It was flat out mayhem. 4 hours. You know, when a big storm hits this town, I can go anywhere I want outside of the city. You know, when a big storm hits this town, I can't go into the city. It's ironic, my boy Jeff Cohen, who lived in Squirrel Hill, along Beechwood, in that area, who has been at home sick with cancer, died Saturday night. If he had not, he would have sent me at least a dozen texts during the show saying, Public Works sucks. I would fire everybody. You know why? Because my man was smart. And he knew this town, and he knew these streets, and he lived in Squirrel Hill for more than 30 years. And for more than 30 years, every time there was a big snow, his street sucked. At some point, wouldn't it sink in for someone? Seems like it. We'll be right back.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What's up? It's Draymond Green. I'm back from my 14th NBA season, and my podcast, The Draymond Green Show, is back too. This season, I'm breaking down games, reacting to the biggest NBA stories, and sitting down with teammates, rivals, and culture shapers. And trust me, I'm not holding back.
over the region, but Pittsburgh was the worst. It's just the truth. And at the end of the day, they got to change the game, man. I've been telling this story for more than 20 years on this show. Same crap every year, and it never changes. I'm not kidding. If it's a business, it's bankrupt, man. I got to play this clip real quick. This sweet girl. Listen to this. Listen to what happened to her at the Steeler game. Listen to this. It's sad. Listen.
Hey guys, this is a very honest and vulnerable post, but I went to the Steelers game tonight against the Bills here in Pittsburgh. I signed section 124, and in the last literal 10 minutes of the game, some Bills fans came by our seat. We were sitting in the center, me and my friend Carly, and they walked past us, and I had so many layers on, and these group of Bills fans walked past us and stole my mom's terrible towel that she gave to me that was embroidered with a special message from her to me because we were such big Steelers fans. And if at all possible, I hope that this reaches those people so that they can return that terrible towel to me, because that was very important to me. And I posted on my Instagram story and tagged the Buffalo Bills, but that terrible towel meant so much to me because my mom's not here with us anymore, and that was something that she gave to me because that was our thing, was Steelers games. And those fucking fans, I hope you rot in hell, because it's not even like we were annoying. We were literally losing and not being annoying at all, minding our own business, or for you guys to fucking go past us when there was 4 people away from you to get to the right side, and you walked past us, and I had so many layers on that I couldn't feel you guys snatch from me. Fuck you.
Oh, dump that.
After the game,
Stop that, please. Thank you. We're not aware of that. I hope you dumped that, Trevor. I thought we
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times we had to dump that. She swore, and she's angry. I hope she finds the towel. She was very emotional. The reason why she was emotional, that towel, her mom wrote something beautiful on it. Her mom died from pancreatic cancer, and she wanted to tell the world. She got a lot of negative criticism. One of my friends wanted her on the air with me, and she said, look, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. And some people accused her of making it up. Some people attacked her. And she said, I've had enough. And they're blaming her. Poor thing. All she wanted was something that mattered to her. And I don't begrudge her for swearing on the video. We dumped it on the air. But she's very upset and hope it works out, but I don't think it will. Meantime, Captain Luke with the Salvation Army. How are you, sir? Captain, you there? Hey, Captain.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yep, I'm here.
So we had a young man come by and give us $80, and we put it in the red kettle.
Oh, yeah?
So,
Nice.
so people do care, don't they, sir?
They do. They really do. And I can't express that enough, that the people that we come in contact every day, 99% of the people are great and nice, and we can't do this without them.
The red kettle means a hell of a lot, does it not, Captain?
I'm sorry, say it again for a second.
The red kettle is so important, is it not, sir? All right, we're having trouble with that. Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, I think we're having a little trouble.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But
So it's a very important day. You can you can text. You don't have to drop the money into Kettle to Kettle 31333 Kettle 31333. It's very, very important. Giant Eagle will have these folks here till the end of the month. It's so, so important that we help out the Salvation Army. They help thousands of families every year, and they mean so much to this town and actually to America. And the Red Kettle campaign is wonderful. And they're volunteers, and they love making a difference. And that's why we're here today. We have had a wonderful moment out here and have enjoyed every single minute of it. And we love the folks at Giant Eagle for supporting us, and especially the folks with the Salvation Army. All right, folks, my man Colin is up next.
The KDKA Mobile News. Driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington and Wexford. JimShorkeyKia.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're a